What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tay, and I'm back with another video. So basically, Queen and Clarence dropped a uncomfortable questions video, and I've been meaning to react to this, but you know, your girl life got a little bit busy, so we about to recap it now. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I'm not gonna speak too much on like what they do in the bedroom because I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm like invading their little privacy or whatever. Even though they speaking on it, I just feel like for me to go into deeper detail is like awkward. So yeah, I'm not really gonna speak too much on them questions, but yeah, let's get into it. I think the first part, y'all, was like, do you wipe with tissue or wipes, y'all? And I didn't expect them. I thought it was gonna be like a simple question, but like as the video went along, y'all, they really did give like some deep explanations. They were very like, it won't no simple yes or no. It was like a lot of questions where they went into deep detail. But the one about like, do you wipe with tissues or wipes was Clarence went into like way extra detail. I'm sitting here making pancakes with blueberries. And I'm like, bro, just chill for a minute. Like, just chill. Like, I was really trying to like look at my pancakes and try to just, it's just, nah, bro. Like, yo, it was the butt, the creases, the lips, the crust. And I'm like, I'm just trying to eat. Like, I'm not even trying to eat. I'm just trying to make pancakes. Like, disclaimer. Let me know. Like, yo, crazy stuff right there. One of the questions I feel like, okay, Claire's response was just funny because it's the truth, though. How do you feel about your exes dating? Okay, I can relate to Queen's response, though, where she was like, I actually felt like a vibe between Leslie and Chris. Because I felt that, too. Like, I was like, oh, wait, it's a little connection here. But, as you can tell, they didn't work out. And then Clarence was like, well, we did it first. And I'm like, you know what? Now to come and think about it, you guys really did do it first in terms of, like, you know, y'all date, like, you know, yeah, basically. So that's that. A question I was triggered by because I didn't understand it at first. Do you run the red light? Because I knew they weren't talking about, like, traffic. You know, I was like, nah, they're not talking about driving. But then, like, as Queen kept going and the context clues really started hitting, I'm like, oh, my God, do you run the red light? Like, I was like, oh, wow, like, who asked? Like, some of these questions are just like, why do you want to know? Like, why do you want to know? But yeah, that question in particular, I was like, wait, what? Hold on, do you, like, run the red light? Do you run the red light? And then as Queen kept talking, she was like, I'm not going to explain it if you guys don't understand. I was like, oh my God, these people are crazy with the questions, but okay. I mean, look, the questions were so crazy. Clarence at one point was like, yo, Queen, like, did you write these questions up? Because they were crazy. I mean, a good question was like, will Clarence ever like speak to Queen's mom or like forgive her or whatever? And then, you know, like he said, it's a growing thing, it's a growth thing. You know, as he grows, I feel like that time will come along. So I think that's better to hear than no. Like, it wasn't like a flat out no. He just said he was growing, and so that was good to hear, honestly. A good question, I feel like it was an uncomfortable question, but like a good question to ask was like, you know, will they sign a prenup? Because it was a question where they were pretty much going back and forth, not in a bad way. I think it was both about them just wanting each other to feel comfortable. So I feel like that question was basically, it was an uncomfortable question, maybe to us, but to them, I think they really when it came to that question, they just wanted each other to be comfortable. So that I could understand. I can't remember what. Oh, okay, I can't remember. But it was like question was like, does Clarence moan in bed? And Queen was like, yeah, but it's not like a girl moan. And her and Clarence did like the girl moan at the same time. I was like, yo, like they're just meant to be like they really vibe together. Like the connection was unreal, and I feel like y'all know they've been talking for a while. Y'all know they've been dating. But the fact that y'all able to like open up and don't mind doing this video, it really shows that you guys are like comfortable with your relationship. And you guys don't mind, you know, just being open with your people. That's really what it was like. Because they was, like I said, some of these questions, they really were like going into more detail than you would expect. But it was still a good video. Some of Queen's responses were sending me though, because she was like, don't do that. Don't say that. It was like every other question. Queen, don't do that. Don't say that. I was done. I'm like, yo, Queen gotta chill. Because Queen was really like not feeling some of his responses. But it was like I said, it was a really good vibe. Because I think he was like, yeah, she like farts in her sleep. She was like, don't do that. I was done. I'm like, yo, Queen, what's up, girl? Because, like, snoring in your sleep is okay, but if you're farting in your sleep, baby, baby, that's terrible. Yeah, yo, I think this was one of the last questions. Spitting in the mouth. Claire was like, yeah, I spit in her mouth before. Queen did not remember. I'm like, bro, what? Like, some things are just a no. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things, it's just not happening. Like, ever. Spitting in the mouth is one of those. That was like, wait, hold on, what? Like, Queen, you must have really been like, turn whatever, because the spit in the mouth, yo, that question, it took me all the way out. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, cool. Another question I can relate to in terms of what Clarence's response was, the question was, what's like the weirdest thing you Google? And he was like, you know, when I'm sick or I have like a bruise or something, I'll look it up on the internet. I'm like, oh, that's me. That's as weird as my search goes. Like, if I'm sick or something, I'm like, oh, shoot, let me go to the Google doctor. But yeah, that's as weird as Google gets for me. And I think it was like, had they ever broke up? And they said they broke up for 2 hours. I was dead. I was like, yo, 2 hours is crazy. But because it's like, yo, relationships are going to have ups and downs. Mind you, like they said, they never like bought it to social media, but every relationship is going to have ups and downs. Every good relationship is still going to have ups and downs. So I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, even if it is like public or whatever the case may be, it's a relationship. No relationship is perfect. Our relationship needs growing and learning experiences. So I can't even be mad at that. Like, yo, 2 hours is good though. That's real good. That's record timing. Okay, this was like early on though. I can't remember the question, but it was a part when he be like, and I think it was like, how often do y'all do, like, you know, how often do y'all get it in? So Clarence was like, I be missing you, and then Queen was like, oh, he was like, and then Clarence was like, but not like missing you or something like that, and Queen was like, oh, he was like, no, but I do really be missing you. It was just that interaction, because at first he was like, yeah, I really do be missing you, and then she was like, oh, he was like, no, not like that though, and she was like, oh, and he's like, no, I really do like be missing you, just like, you know what I'm saying? But it was just cute, because I'm like, y'all are just so cute. Even like, forget the question, just like that response, because like I said, the question was something like, how often do y'all like get it in? I'm like, why do we gotta know what happens behind closed doors? Like, like the breakup question, that's understandable. Like, have you ever broke up? That's understandable. But like the serious bedroom questions, why are we so interested in that bedroom life, y'all? Like, come on. Dang, I know we ain't that like, ooh, let's go freaky, but it's cool. Now, okay, it wasn't like a weird moment, but I can't remember the question either. But basically that was like, I think it was like, what's something weird that's happened to you during, like, while y'all was doing the do, and, you know, like getting it in, and Queen was like, I think I had like, she was like, I had hair on my tongue, and I was just trying to move it or something without him seeing. He's like, oh yeah, I was doing the same thing, and I rubbed it in your thigh. And she was like, and he was like, maybe it was lint. So them trying to sit here like hair or lint was just taking me out. Like I said, it was really a vibe. I feel because they was just open, and they was just like, you know, won't no like, no plead the fifth. They were pretty open to answer the questions. I really enjoyed the vibe. Let me know what y'all thought if y'all watched the video already. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all know the vibes as always. Love y'all, and deuces.